to your own voice sometimes.
Yeah.
We're at Celebration. We are so excited to be here in Japan. Oh my gosh. Wow! I never thought it. I mean, we thought it like, you know, for a year plus planning now, but we're here. It's great. So we have some great reveals for you guys today because we needed to do it big for Celebration.
Yeah.
But before we even get started, a quick round of intros. My name is Jing. I work on marketing. Thank you.
I don't think mine. Oh, there's mine.
You're in.
Okay.
You're on.
I'm Chris on design.
I'm Hope. I'm on marketing.
And I'm Emily on design.
All right, team. Why don't we take a look at our Hasbro booth? For anyone that has not seen it yet, it is out there. There's a lot of people there, and I wish you guys can come and stop by. If you haven't yet, it's in Hall 137. So if you haven't seen it, we have some great items there for display and for sale as well. So definitely stop by if you have not yet.
Yeah, we're easy to find. All the way down there past the live stage.
Beautiful golden tree.
Yeah.
Look for the
You
beautiful.
probably walked past it coming in.
Yeah.
Or stopped and chatted with us.
So before we even get it started, just putting it out there that we've had some great reveals so far this year. 3 streams already, 1 every month.
Yeah, it's been intense. It's been a lot of stuff.
It's been a lot, but we're excited to keep rolling them out. And here's just a quick view of what we've done across Vintage and Black Series, from original trilogy to animation to some of the latest shows. We have something for everyone. And of course, you know, we had to come to Celebration in April and do more. So thank you for the support and excitement that we've seen so far this year, and we want to keep it going today. And starting with our Celebration offering, coming straight to you from Star Wars Visions. As you know, our Celebration offering is Ronin and his droid B556. And here are just some photos. He is so dynamic. He looks amazing. I mean, first thing you'll notice is that Ronin is decoed in all grayscale, just like in the show. So we had to do it. Of course, the pop of color is his lightsaber. He's a brand new figure with all the latest articulation, plus more, like the wired cape, which is the first time we've done something like that in Star Wars. The way he's portrayed in the show, his cape is like billowing in the wind. So we wanted to make sure we really captured that with the figure itself. It's a strong wire, so it can hold the positions when you pose it out. And we also have the wire running through the back of the cape as well. So it really makes it really dynamic. And for his accessories, he comes with this blaster, katana-inspired lightsaber with the function and sheath. And for his droid, he has this new hat that goes over his head and ropes around his feet. Really in character here. And the best part of the accessories is that we included his bamboo stick that he holds onto. Like, iconic.
It's not the most elaborate of accessories, but it is a fun one.
I love it. And we made sure to pack it out. Like in his pack out, he's holding his bamboo stick. Is that important?
I think I'm a fan of the hat. I think that's what really brings the outfit together.
Is this hat.
Yeah.
He has a removable leg panel that can be swapped in with the jet thrusters. And for the packaging, honestly, one of the best parts about this, we really took inspiration from traditional Japanese packaging. It's about quality, aesthetics. It has a really strong textured, rigid box with magnets in there. When you remove the sleeve, you have a nice clean box with custom watercolor illustration. And it just really looks good. You can really, like the Ronin around the side here, we drew in the same style as you saw the duel in the opening credits of the episode, written in Arabic. You have the opening scene where he was walking into the village. And again, the pack out, like the droid was holding onto his stick. We had to make sure he packed out that way too. It was just so fun. And it's just really clean. All the accessories are actually on the top as well, so it's hidden out of view. So this is our convention item. The Japanese language packaging for sale now at the booth, so definitely stop by and don't miss out on it.
Yeah, well, one thing I really like about this is is you can hinge that top of the box open and you can pull the figure in that blister out. And if you want, you can pose them, put them back in the thing as kind of a little stand and display space. So those sides folding out really support that. It's really cool.
All right, why don't we go with reveals?
All right, so
Are you ready?
first up, we've got some cool Black Series stuff from the extended universe. So there we go. Pause for applause. Yeah. I think, like me, there's a lot of fans of this out there. So our first reveal is a figure that sits really well next to the Prince Shizor figure we announced previously. And I think you're on the same track as us, that's right. Dash Rendar. So from Shadows of the Empire, that whole publishing campaign, there were games, all of it back in the day. It was amazing. Dash is a fully new tooled figure with some of the latest articulation in him. He's got a split at the top of his boot so you can spin that lower leg around. Just great stuff to get him into some amazing poses. He can articulate at the top of his glove the same way. He comes with a blaster. You see that there in that great shot. It's the same one you see him use in the game. So that's a new tool, I think, for us as well. Of course, the shoulder pads. It's not Dash without the giant
Kind of
padded shoulder pads.
It's his iconic look.
With the shoulder pads.
He's bringing it back.
We also did some other stuff on him. So he's molded in matte metallic for his hair. So it gets a nice kind of glistening effect going on there. Something subtle, a little extra sheen, a little more depth going on there.
The girls can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Give it
Gotta
some
love it.
A little
Maybe he's one with it.
But it adds a nice bit of realism and catches the light nicely. So it's the first figure we've done that with, but we love the way it turned out. Hope you guys do too. Please let us know how you feel after you see him in person, which you'll be able to do after this. So let's see what else we got next. We got some packaging shots coming up for you guys. So second figure in this, we've got that publishing purple, and that purple, I think, a lot of you probably know, is inspired by the Shadows of the Empire packaging that Kenner did back in the day. So pulled that colorway from that and really leaned into that here. So Dash is available summer of this year in Japan. It can be pre-ordered starting at 3:30 JST today on Amazon Japan. For the rest of the world, including the US, look for him on fan channels and Amazon. In Canada, it's an Amazon exclusive. Pre-order for the rest of the world, including the US, is starting on the 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, including Hasbro Pulse and Amazon. Wow, that is a lot.
Yes, sorry in advance. Yeah, it is a little different because of the time change between US and Japan, but of course we have to give both of that here. But
Yeah, if anybody has any questions on
Has
that,
questions,
come
please.
ask us later. I'm sure we have all that info online too.
Yep.
But I can also read that to you in person off of my iPad if that's helpful.
it's pretty consistent. You'll get the gist.
Yeah.
It's not the last time we'll say all that.
Right. All right, let's pivot to our next Black Series reveal. We're gonna go gaming. Jedi Survivor, anyone? Okay, yeah, Survivor. Okay, I mean, just by your applause, we know that this game has taken the world by storm, and on our team, we have a lot of fans of the game as well. So our team has been really excited to expand the collection here and add a little bit more for Jedi Survivor. So of course, we had to get the Cal figure out there, but so for fans of Cal, we have something really fun and exciting. I know, isn't this just
We had fun with this one.
I know. So you guys know by now that we love a good build-up pack, and so this one is just too fun. So let's start talking with Cal. Cal's gonna come with two newly sculpted portraits. The first one you're seeing in the middle, he's got that short buzz cut and the mustache, one of the more popular variants from the game. But of course, we can't not have Mullet Cal and Handlebar Mustache Cal.
Anybody run around as Mullet Cal? 'Cause,
Yeah.
character customization was on point for this game.
Yes, so you'll have a lot of opportunities to customize with this pack as well. I just heard someone go, Turgle! Okay, and so as far as accessories for Cal, he is gonna come with a blaster and then 4 different lightsaber hilts. Again, just so much customization to be had here. And then 2 different white blades as well. So you can really have fun mixing and matching some of the more popular colors and variants from the game. And then of course we've got Cal in his scoundrel outfit, which just really rings Han Solo to me, and I like that, so it's a fun, similar kind of energy he's got going on. All right, let's talk about his buddies. So, diving in, BD1, he's so cute. He's a little different this time. He comes with his sort of R2 color scheme with the white and blue, which is just adorable for him. He's one of my favorite droids. And then moving on to Scuba Stev. So he's got the articulated arms. Yeah, I know, right? Obviously the clear dome, but don't worry, we've got a fully painted head underneath. And then he's also gonna come with his harpoon. And of course, you all want to hear about the Turgle, and I want to talk about the Turgle, so let's talk about the Turgle. He is going to come with a working holster and a blaster, so when he's not getting into trouble, you can put that blaster right in there. And then plenty of articulation with him as well. So he comes with articulating arms, hips, shoulders, wrists, so as much mischief as he gets into in the game, you can recreate that at home just the same.
Yeah, and all these images, we're going to be releasing all this stuff online too, so
Yeah.
all that stuff that's obscured behind the subtitles, you'll get good, clear views of all that.
Yeah.
But it'll also be at the booth, so.
I will say for fans, Mullet Cow is not an official name.
Right, we should probably
Handlebar
specify.
Mustache Cow is not official, but we had to have a
Be the
little
name
fun
in
with
your
that.
heart.
It's a term of endearment on our
Yes,
team.
it is our Hasbro fan favorite theming. So fun.
Yes. Okay, so here's a great look at the packaging and just everything that's included in this pack laid out. We have that beautiful illustration. We had to get all 3 characters up there. I love this yellow. I think it looks great. All right, my turn to do a fun availability blurb here. So this item is going to be available the summer of this year. The pre-order in Japan is going to start at 3:30 p.m. Japan time today on Amazon. And then for the rest of the world, including the US, this is an Amazon exclusive. And that pre-order is going to start at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time on the 18th on Amazon. And so just noting that this is a little bit of a special timing outside of the cadence for a lot of our other pre-orders happening today. So just know that that one will be available a little bit early at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, to make it easy, this one is 12 p.m. Everything else is 3 p.m. for US and rest of the world.
Right.
And for Japan, 3:30 Japan time is almost everything except one. So
Right.
you'll see that being repeated.
Yes. All right, so we're not quite done with gaming yet. We have another reveal for you. So we have Cal. Who needs to go with Cal? Yes, I love the love for Night Sister Marin. It's high time that we got Marin out. I mean, she is just so cool. She's so powerful and mystical. And so we're really excited to be bringing her into the line as a fully new tooled figure, of course, fully based off of the video game. And a fun little behind the scenes note that when Eric was designing this, he used photo mode in the game to get a lot of the detail on the character. So that's how you can see we have some of the amazing face tattoos, which we used inkjet for, so there's a lot of great detail. And then she's also gonna have her jacket, her PVC jacket, which, just so you guys know, is non-removable. So this will be the full look for Marin. And now she's got some cool accessories that she comes with. So of course she comes with her spear. Oh yeah, we need to get that magical green blast. I love when we do mystical magical accessories like
Something like a magic effect.
Yeah, right? It's so fun having that sort of like visual personification of the magic as a clip-onable accessory. So she's gonna come with that very cool magic blast. And then of course she'll also have her dagger. And so that's accessories for Marin. Yeah, I love this one. We love Marin. Who doesn't love Marin? Okay, so looking at packaging, again, another amazing illustration here. She just looks, I think I said mystical already once today, but I feel like that just encapsulates her powerful energy in this Illo really well. So yeah, we love that Illo, and just so you guys know, she's gonna be number 28 in the Gaming Greats lineup. And then let's talk availability, of course. So Black Series Marin is going to be available the summer of this year. Once again, in Japan, she can be pre-ordered starting at 3:30 today on Amazon. And for the rest of the world, including the US, you can get her wherever Black Series figures are normally sold. And that pre-order is going to go live starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, including on retailers including Hasbro Pulse and Amazon.
Cool.
Right, so that was some fun gaming.
All right, next up, that was so amazing from Black Series, but let's give Vintage Collection some love. Yeah. All right, well, of course, Black Series just got Marin, and I got a little jealous. So we really wanted her in the Vintage Collection too. So next up for TVC, it's also Night Sister Marin. So this is such an amazing one to bring because, of course, we just did our Asajj Ventress, and Asajj Ventress was amazing to develop. So we really are so excited to bring more of those Night Sisters into the line. Honestly, I think I want to get some business cards printed that say Night Sister, Dathomiri.
Ooh, Night Sister Emily.
Which is so cool. So Marin, it's got, all of those same amazing accessories. Honestly, she has that interchangeable right hand. It's in a, outward pose, and that same pose of her hand is imprinted into the back of that green sort of magic effect. So she's really, really cool. She also, in the game, it comes with a dagger that can holster into the holster on the back of her belt, and that dagger in the game, she uses it to extend into its spear form, that longer weapon. And again, she comes with all of these amazing, just like Asajj did, all of those amazing tattoos across her face, which is really fun to be able to accomplish at our scale with inkjet. So this is a great figure. It's going to come with all of that latest accessory, that latest articulation as well. And she really used all those powers to support Cal in battle. So look out as well for that, powerful green Night Sister magic effect to be right in the illustration on her card back, which I think is a really mystical and cool one. All right, that one's going to be VC 367. And next up, since we're talking about Star Wars Jedi Survivor, we also have one to bring out that's going to be a trooper and an enemy for you to battle in your figure line. And that enemy that we can fight is going to be the rocket launcher trooper. So this one, yeah, thank you. It's a really cool weapon, and honestly, these troopers were a real threat. They had, carrying their rocket launchers and those range-seeking missiles in the game. Just an absolutely cool one to fight. And you could kind of deflect every missile. It's a super fun system in the battle play of the game. And this classic Stormtrooper comes with a rank pauldron and then that large, newly tooled rocket launcher weapon. And on his card back, he's taking aim with that weapon. Of course, it's the perfect pose. And this is a composite image for his card back. So, you're seeing that world of the game behind him in the distance. This one's going to be VC 369. And both Marin, here I go, I get to do my spiel. Both Marin and the Rocket Trooper Launcher are available summer of this year. In Japan, they can be pre-ordered starting at 3:30 Japan Standard Time today on Amazon Japan. And for the rest of the world, including the US, get her wherever Vintage Collection figures are sold. Pre-order for the rest of the world will be up starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on 4/18, including Hasbro Pulse and Amazon. All right, moving on to something new.
Yeah, moving on. So one of our favorite shows, The Mandalorian. So we're going to explore some figures from The Mandalorian, of course, but to start, let's go with a character we originally got introduced to in The Mandalorian, but then that's not where he got most of his screen time. So we also saw him in the Book of Boba Fett. That's right, bringing you the Marshal of Mos Pelgo, Cobb Vanth. So a great new look for him here. Previously released this version, or this character, as a deluxe version with all that armor on him. But for this release, it's in those civilian clothes. Oh, well, I guess not really a civilian. He's still a marshal. So
yeah. Uniform.
His personal clothes, not some clothes he bought or stole. So he'll come with a few newly created parts for that look, like his forearms and the torso without a peg hole. Comes with his trusty blaster pistol, which fits into that working holster, as well as the longer blaster rifle we get to see him use. Hardback's a great shot here, with that moisture evaporator in the background. Just super iconic Star Wars look going on there. Nice serious shot from the Book of Boba Fett. VC 370 for this one, and Cobb Vanth. available summer of this year in Japan. Pre-order starting at 3:30 JST on Amazon Japan. For the rest of the world, including the US, get him wherever vintage figures are sold. Pre-order for the rest of the world will be up starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the 18th, including on Hasbro Pulse and on Amazon.
Sorry, Chris, when is it pre-ordering again?
Can you repeat that again?
It's right here. Can I get a zoom in? No.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I think we should get shirts printed with our pre-order.
Yeah, pre-order at 3:30 in Japan. So if those that are here buying from Japan, 3:30 in Japan.
3:30 here.
Yeah.
3 o'clock on the 18th in the US.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to our next reveal, a villain this time with a new look that we saw in Mandalorian Season 3. And that's Moff Gideon in his Dark Trooper armor. So when Gideon showed up in this full suit of Dark Trooper armor in the show, just a super intimidating moment. I think we all kind of suspected something was coming. There was a lot of teases and lead-ins to that, but really a great reveal. And for this fully new tooled item, his armor shines with that nice glossy finish. You guys did such a great job of really leaning in on that. All those great little red details, and wields his blaster pistol, which can load into that working holster again, and the electro staff with those nice electric effects on the end. So, and it's in the hard plastic for that staff too, right? So, holds its shape, isn't going to be drooping or causing any problems that way. So. Comes with his jetpack, of course, which can plug into his back, and he has a soft goods cape with elastic shoulder straps. And I think the cape has a hole in it so that that pack goes in there. I think you can kind of see it peeking out. Maybe if we go back to the previous slide, I think.
We don't have a great image of him with this jetpack,
but we have the figures.
You can see it at the booth?
But if you go into our booth afterwards, you can see it live.
So. Great portrait head underneath that helmet, or not underneath the helmet, but with the helmet, so you can do the interchange.
If you bought a previous version of him, you can swap out the head.
Yeah.
Yep. So this one won't come with the portrait, but you can swap it for the same neck barbell piece with a previously purchased Moff Gideon.
Yeah, just making sure that we made sure that they're the same barbell so that you can do that easily. So didn't want to cause any confusion on that, but I did. So thank you.
Moving on.
All right, so as for his card back, you see that here. Great angle, holding his electro staff at the ready. Nice menacing in that armor, and BC 368 for this one. Moff Gideon in the Dark Trooper armor is available summer of this year. Will be available in Japan, with more details to come at a later.
Oh, you're switching it up.
I'm reading what you told me to read.
This is one of the ones that are different. For everything else in Japan is 3:30 in Japan. For this one, more info to come. It will be available. Just stay tuned.
Right, and then rest of the world, including the US, we get them wherever vintage figures are sold, right? That's true. And then in the rest of the world, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern for pre-orders in the US.
Including Hasbro Pulse.
Including Hasbro Pulse and Amazon.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we're keeping you on your toes.
Keeping me on my toes, and everybody else here too.
All right, we're moving on. Those were great. I'm going to move on to a different show. Okay. How many of you guys have been waiting for this? While we're talking about some of the latest shows, let's talk Bad Batch. So our next reveal is sticking with vintage, bringing you one of the crew members. Is Crosshair. Woo! I am so excited. We are so excited. He has had an amazing journey through the animated series. Sometimes an ally of his Bad Batch crew, sometimes not, switching sides. So Crosshair knew that good soldiers always follow orders, and he used his excellent marksmanship as a sniper on the battlefield. First thing to call out is that his helmet is interchangeable and has a fold-down scope piece as well. Super cool piece of that. I love the portrait underneath with his portrait with this over-eye crosshair-shaped tattoo. Very signature look of him. Crosshair figure will also come with his customized sniper rifle. It can break down into 2 halves to be stored into his backpack, and he'll also come with the blaster pistol. His uniform has newly created parts like his taller torso, crossbody strap, unique shoulder pauldrons, and of course on his right shoulder pauldron he has his clone Force 99 symbol. I love that he's giving you a back shot so you know exactly how to put the two halves of his sniper rifle.
It's sassy. Yeah, sassy.
I love features like that. As for his card back, you can see him holding his sniper rifle, reporting for action, and he is VC 370. Available summer of this year in Japan, 330 today. Get him 330. For the rest of the world, including US, get him wherever vintage figures are sold. Pre-order will be up starting at 3 p.m. on 4/18, including Hasbro Pulse and Amazon. Switching gears back to Black Series and switching gears to classic movies now to end our panel. Let's talk Star Wars and New Hope. A lot of classic fans out there, right? You guys like classic trilogy? We're taking you for a ride. We're going from Bad Batch to classic. Our first reveal, going back to Black Series, is one of our main characters that needed an update. Han Solo. This is a newly tooled Han Solo from Star Wars A New Hope. Comes with his iconic blaster and belt, his iconic sassy pose here, of course. Working holster on belt for his blaster. Has the vest as a separate piece for clean breaks. And let's talk about articulation for this figure. Just like Dash, the Black Series team has really been doing some great details on the modern articulation. Wrist is a separate piece of his sleeve, so you can separately spin his wrists and hands around. We remove the thigh swivel on some of our figures to help maintain the thigh appearance, the aesthetic. So the red pattern on his pants on the right side wouldn't be broken. We just wanted to keep that, you know.
Yeah, I think that's such an iconic detail on Han.
So no thigh swivel, but you can still articulate the hip out to get into those great poses. As you can see here, he gets into all his poses. And we added in a boot articulation too. Just like Dash, we did it, you know, right above the top of his boot. To help him get into those great poses. So we add and we hide in articulation in ways to really allow you to keep the aesthetic while keep the posing that you want to do for your figures, because we know how important that is. All right, as for packaging, he's number 10 in A New Hope line look, and we love the portrait and the artwork, of course. And Han, what's next, Han?
Now, it's not very often that Han rides solo, if you will. So, of course, you guessed it, we've got to bring A New Hope Chewie to the line, Chewbacca to the line. This is a fully new tooled Chewie. He is fully in scale, so he's going to come a nice full head taller than Han, as he should. And of course, he's also got his iconic accessories. So he's got his bowcaster and his bandolier for that really signature Chewie look.
Chewie.
I know.
Together.
The team took a lot of learnings from developing the Kalnaka figure in terms of his articulation, because he's just so dense with his fur. And so making sure that we were able to still make the different points of articulation on him move smoothly despite the many different layers of fur on this figure. And so you'll see that the fur around his head is molded in a much softer plastic, so you can move him around and the plastic will move with him.
Yeah, he does that pretty well. I was playing with him at the factory just the other day. So
nice.
Yeah, you can really get him in places. Yeah.
Yeah, so some fun posing opportunity with Chewie. And then generally really nice crisp look here with him. I think again, despite having so much fur, he just looks really polished. So I really like how this figure came out. Kudos to the team on that one. All right. Chewie is going to be number 11 in the A New Hope line look. And then as far as availability, I think you guys know the gist by now, but in case you forgot, in Japan, he can be pre-ordered on Amazon starting at 3:30 Japan time today. And then yes, you guessed it, in the rest of the world in the US, these two figures, so Han and Chewie actually, are again sold wherever Black Series figures are normally sold, and that pre-order will go live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, rest of world, tomorrow, the 18th. And that'll be on Hasbro Pulse and Amazon.
Yeah, mainline as well, but yes. I'm so glad that we were able to get Han and Chewie out together.
It's only right.
Yeah.
The besties gotta stick together.
I feel like we're doing some duels today. Han and
Yeah.
Chewie,
Cal,
Marin and Cal.
Yeah, we have an
Turgle.
friendship.
Don't forget Turgle.
Turgle, yes.
How can we forget Turgle?
Mullets.
right? They go
But
together.
we're not done for today, are we? I don't know.
No, I think we should maybe check in with Vintage Collection.
We have one
for
more.
our-
We have one more reveal for today.
And if we're going back to Vintage Collection and talking New Hope, then I
I think we're returning
we're returning to
to.
Tatooine. So the Return to Tatooine program has been so incredible to design for. And for the last reveal today, I think you might have seen some footsteps in the sand at our promotional poster. So it's time for a creature. And that creature is going to be the Bantha. Oh, yeah! We have loved bringing this creature into the line, just like all the other creatures we've been doing, to just world build in this scale. And this one is the perfect addition to the Tatooine line for us. This is fully newly tooled for the first time since I think 1998. So it was time to return to Bantha. This classic creature was sometimes seen just roaming in packs on the dunes of the Tatooine sands, sometimes as mounts for the Tusken Raider clan. And this classic creature is just so cool. It's built for the specific Bantha look in Episode 4, A New Hope. And for this one, you know, our Bantha is fully newly tooled and covered in that long fur texture over him. The fur is dark at the root and then light at the tip, just like it was for the Kenner era Bantha, and it's adding a lot of depth and color to the creature. And one of our favorite spots, this is really key, it's the mustaches. They're little bits of the fur that come out just over the lip. And if you lift his bangs up, you can really see his glossy eyes underneath. There's some great depth to this guy. And under that fur, he's gonna have articulation points for posing, such as tilting his neck swivel, articulated moving shoulders in a swivel, new rocking ankle joint on a Bantha, that's crazy. Swiveling tail, it has kind of a swivel limit so that you can't crank it around and harm the soft goods layer over it, but it's got a swivel to a certain point. And then our favorite new feature is the opening mouth, because the Kenner one never had it. Now you can open his jaw up and see all of those freaky Bantha teeth inside. It's
Yeah, one of the most horrifying mouths in Star Wars.
It just might be the most
It's like
frightening toy
a
feature.
fish that has human teeth. It's just disturbing.
You see a peek of it here.
Come to the
But you can
booth.
get in there with your gaffy stick and pick out the.
Pick his
gosh.
teeth like a little toothpick.
We need a accessory toothbrush for him.
It's just the Bantha dentist set. And you know, also his horns. They're gonna have this wash deco over them. They really bring out the texture of those horns and that desert-worn look. The saddle itself is really detailed. We looked at a lot of behind-the-scenes photos of the original movie to find the detail in the saddle, down to the saddlebags that hang, you know, down from it, and the leather area that the seated figure can ride on. It's got a lot of texture in there, and it can fasten under his belly with a strap that has a little plug point. And with that figure comes a Tusken Raider. It's the Tusken Raider Bantha Rider. This one's gonna come with barbell hips, so it's easier for him to seat on the creature. He has a soft good skirt, and just like in the Kenner era, it has a tall side slit up the sides on both sides so that it can split open for really easy riding. He's gonna come with his gaffy stick and his long blaster rifle. And if you check out the packaging, it's a really cool cardback image. That Bantha Rider is gonna come with the perfect picture of that Bantha riding on the creature, which honestly also is just a really good face shot of the creature itself.
Well, and it's a fun variant on that figure too, because it's not the standard Tusken Raider costume.
Yeah, it's a new one developed just for coming with this creature. And so this one comes with an amazing package, which our team has done another great job of building a dio right on set in our office building, where they've built out the dunes and the sand and the creature in its core environment. So that one is a really fun world building package as well.
Yeah, so Emily just said this one's BC 380. So for fans that are counting, you know who's counting, we are saving BC 375 for the future. So you will
That's
see
right.
us skip that.
Yeah, we want to do something really
We want to do
special with
something
that.
special for that.
That's right.
So yeah, now you'll see us like dance around it at Celebration. We go from like 370 to 380. More to come on that. I love when you guys do like shots of the card bag that match the things that we were doing, like the items.
Absolutely.
We've done that.
Really build them right in our
building.
building and
Yeah.
do those shoots in an incredible way in our photos.
Streets of
Making sure we
Tatooine
sync
is
up
one of my
that included card back with the vehicle or
There,
creature
that's
in
what
this
I'm.
case. Yeah.
We've been doing that,
It's-
and I love
it's
that we've
really
been
nice.
doing that. We did one of my favorite ones with the Streets of Tatooine.
Yeah.
Hala.
Yeah, that one was really fun. Sabine and Hala, that was really fun. So I love that we're doing more of that. and some great shots of the photography, as you see here from diorama. So of course, we have to add the bantha to our Return to Tatooine diorama. We're really filling it out here. I love that we've started last year and like we kept it going. It's like little bits every so often. And I'm excited to see us start to fill this poster out, and it's coming together. This is not the end. There's still more, but I love that we're doing this, and I love that we got to add bantha at the end of those footprints that we've been teasing for so long.
Bantha's a nice celebration to add, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. You'll see it in the case, but hopefully at one point if we get another one, you could touch this. It's a great texture, like Emily said, the hair.
Really fun to pet.
I just sometimes look over and Emily's just like grooming the bantha with her nails.
It's so soft.
Yeah, we were hoping for multiple so we could carry them around so you guys could pet them. We had a little bit of a shipping snafu, and we're still not sure where they are, so keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully by the end of the show we have one you guys can all pet.
All right, the bantha is available summer of this year. In Japan, you can pre-order starting at 3 p.m. Japan time today. For the rest of the world, including US, this is a Hasbro Pulse Disney Store exclusive. Their pre-order will be up on Hasbro Pulse starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time on 4/18, available at Disney Store at a later date. Okay, that's it for reveals today. But we did want to tease that we have one more reveal tomorrow at the live stage for Celebration. So definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled for what would be coming tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys. That was